Hey, what's up everybody? Over here at hive number 2 for a bi-weekly inspection. It is the end of April. Check out the introduction video for this week to get a full idea of what I'm going to be doing and a quick recap off of the last inspection, which is 2 weeks ago. So trying to make my introductions to each hive inspection a little shorter or more brief with the introduction video. So as you saw, I gave him some smoke, give him a few minutes to kind of settle down, and then we'll get into hive number 2 and see what they're up to. Oh yeah, that's right. I did, off camera this past week, come out and use my 9-frame spacer to evenly space the honey super frames. And the concept with that is the bees will draw them out a little fatter, and you can actually capture more honey that way. Take a look real quick. Hopefully you can see that. They're actually drawing out some of the wax pretty nice. Some looks a little wonky, but we'll see. See what we find this week. Noticing a lot of drones coming out of the honey super, which is kind of odd, but maybe they got caught up here after I put the queen excluder on. Just gonna do a quick look at the frames. Just checking progress. Bees usually work from the center out, so let's take a look at the center frames. There actually are quite a few drones in here, which is kind of weird. Not doing anything but hanging out, eating all the free food. Anyway, oh yeah, check this next one out. This is nice. Like I said, they work from the center out. Look at that. End of April. Almost a completely capped honey super. At least the one side. I mean, that side is too, kinda. And so is the next one. Look at all these drones up here. Like a buffet for them. We got this real weird comb. I'm not too sure what to do with that. It's like built completely off the frame. Alright, let's get everything resituated. Space back out. Give me a chance to show you how to use this. Super easy. No instructions needed. Just kind of line up the frames on the one side, and I usually just kind of push it like so, and it usually works out, but sometimes you gotta adjust the frames on both sides. There we go. Good enough? Alright, let's put the inner cover back on, because I'm about to take the top box off. And put them aside. Kind of block the top a little bit. Definitely gonna give them some smoke because this is probably where most of the bees are at. So this is interesting. If you check out the introduction video, when I came out to the bee yard to shoot the introduction video, I thought I was witnessing a swarm, and come to find out, I did witness a swarm because they are perched in the top of a pine tree over my left shoulder behind the bee yard here, and I thought I was witnessing hive number 6 swarm. But now that I get into the bottom box here and I see from 2 weeks ago there's 2 queen cells. Actually, you know what? I take that back. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just getting the hives mixed up. I did make a split from hive number 2, I think. And I moved, yeah, that's right, because hive 2 had an overwintered queen who I believe went queenless for a little bit because I found 5 queen cells. 2 down here, and 3, I think, or maybe even 5 in the honey super before I had the queen excluder on. And I left 2 down here for one of them to hatch, but I don't think they would hatch and swarm again that fast, but it is possible. So I did not find the queen last week. That sounds about right. And it does make sense because I found all the queen cells. So now this week, I really want to see if one of those queen cells have hatched. And at the same time, I'm still looking for signs of the queen. There's another queen cell right there, and that may have hatched too. And that wasn't even on a marked frame. They are packing away a lot of nectar, and in fact, look at this one. There's 2 queen cells. There's 2 queen cells on this frame that got developed in the last 2 weeks. Let me grab my flashlight. And the reason I say that is because the top of the frame's not marked at all, which is something I do when I find a queen cell. But yeah, those are dry. They look like they hatched out. So that swarm over in the tree could be from number 2 here. I really just want to see if they have a queen, and I'm always looking for signs of the queen in the form of eggs. So, let's see what we can find here, or brood. I do have my queen catcher ready in case I find a queen, which would be fantastic. I don't see any eggs yet. There's a queen cell there, the top center right there. That looks like it hatched out too. We shall see. So I don't know. That number 2 just might be a little swarmy this year. Oh yeah. I'd say that one definitely hatched out. I don't think they would swarm that fast though with a virgin queen. They may, I mean, who knows? But I'll have to do something if I don't find a queen, of course, and if I don't see any evidence of a queen, I'll have to do something, because I doubt, it's been about 2 weeks, maybe a week before that, maybe 3 weeks. I doubt they have any brood at this point. Yeah, queen cell 2. Either hatched or chewed out, one or the other. flashlight, see if we can see some brood or something. Yeah, I meant eggs. I don't see any eggs. Not yet, at least. Alright, so far, the 2 queen cells that I knew of last time, those cells are empty, or hatched, or whatever you want to call it. And it looks like there were 2 other queen cells that developed possibly in the last 2 weeks as well that look like they're hatched. So that's at least 4. Just looking for one bee. You can usually tell when a hive is queenless too, because they'll pack away a ton of nectar, which this frame has a lot of weight to it, and you can see they're capping it as well into honey, which would be fantastic if they were queen right, but I don't think they are. It's very possible I may have overlooked her. Let's go through them one more time, kind of quickly, like I like to say. Don't think I did, but it has happened before. And if they are queenless, which is kind of wild considering they had 2 queen cells that I knew of, and it looks like they developed 2 more. If they are truly queenless, I'll have to do something. I'll have to move some frames over with some day-old eggs so they can make more queen cells out of them. Or possibly reintroduce the swarm that's over in the tree back into this hive, since it looks like it may have come from this hive. However, the other thoughts that I'm having, if one of these cells just happen to emerge in the last day or two, and the queen is still hanging out in the hive for a few days before going on the mating voyage, she may be a lot smaller than what I'm used to seeing, because she hasn't made it yet. which would also make her pretty hard to find. So that's something to consider as well. I believe that's her right there. Where'd she go? Lost her. Shoot. I think I saw what might be a virgin queen. Alright, anyway, that's a possibility. Let's just check one more frame, just in case my eyes are playing tricks on me. Alright, this is what I'm thinking. I'm gonna come out maybe this week or maybe next weekend, kind of in between the 2-week cycle, and see if I can find a queen then. I don't think I'm gonna find her this time if they have one. So with that said, I'm just going to give them a few days, maybe come out middle of the week or something, and see if I can find them then. Alright, that does it for hive number 2. That is a nice size swarm in the tree there. I wonder if they're from number 2. That would be super cool if I could catch them this afternoon and they have a marked queen. Because then, see, I say that, but I think this colony swarmed a while back because they didn't have a marked queen last time. They just had a lot of queen cells. Alright, anyway, that does it for number 2. Looks like they're queenless. Not much you can do about it, really. So, that's that. Like I said, I'm going to come out maybe next weekend. I'll film it and see if they have a queen then. I think I may have saw a virgin queen. Looked very small in size, like she wasn't mated, but very difficult to tell. So anyway, that's number 2. Take a look at the front entrance. Decent activity. I mean, they're packing away the honey, the nectar and everything, which is very typical for a queenless colony, because they don't have anything to do. They don't have eggs or brood to take care of, so they just pack away the nectar and honey, which they're doing. But then that kind of creates the other problem of filling up a lot of vital space for a queen to lay eggs in. So either way, thanks for checking out Cole's Farm here in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Check out the next inspection, which will be hive number 3, the swarm I rescued from Maysville. This will be the first look since they've been in a 10-frame box. That'll be the next video, so be sure to check it out. And if you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. It really shows us that you appreciate what we do by subscribing, and hopefully over the next few years we can match our YouTube subscriber base to our Instagram, which just hit 10,000 this past weekend, so that's super cool to us. Anyway, check us out next time. See y'all. Alright, let's see if we can do this with one hand. So, from hive number 4, where's it at? One queen cell down here, one queen cell right here, very mature. Let's walk on down to hive number 2, and I'm going to place this one from number 4 right in between the 2 old queen cell frames. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So frame number 4 on hive number 2 has 2 very mature queen cells that should hatch out in this next week.